I'm becoming a wild and wacky kind of animal myself here. And you may wonder why I'm standing up. Because would you look what Peter Gross, who's the co-host of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, and Ron Fricke from the Philadelphia Zoo are holding here. Talk about some wild and wacky animals. Now, I'm going to take a very slow seat down here.
Good, guys, right over here.
What is this, guys?
This is a Colombian boa constrictor, one of the largest of the constrictor family. And this is the kind of snake that became so famous on Wild Kingdom. Remember the scene with Marlon Perkins wrestling with this giant snake? And
you want me to wrestle?
No, actually, you should see what it feels like. We need to show the young people that it's not slimy, it's not cold, it's not wet. That there are lots of information about snakes that hasn't necessarily been truthful over the years.
It does feel good.
And we need to let people know how much good they do for us.
Want to feel a snake, little boy?
Sure.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on. Come right up here.
Come on. You guys, come on.
Come on up. Come right over here.
Two guys, two little boys.
And
all right, three.
Turn around this way.
Guys like the snakes, huh?
And you turn right over
Come
here.
on here and let's see.
Now reach over and see what he feels like.
Now he's not going to bite my wrist here as he's wrapping around it.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do you have a dog or a cat?
No.
Oh, you're okay then.
I'm okay. Oh my gosh.
You're fine. But you see, this is what Mutual Omaha has us doing through their wildlife heritage centers. We visit schools and senior centers and universities and let young people learn that these animals really do a tremendous amount of good for us and teach them.
You know what I like what you're doing is you're teaching us how, and I love you, kiddo, because you're not even afraid of being right in the middle of a boa constrictor. You are a young man of courage. But I like the way you're teaching us how to appreciate things that we're normally scared of.
Absolutely. And now take a look at what he's doing with his tongue. Can you get a good shot at? See, lots of people used to think that that was a threatening posture. They'd see that tongue come out and they go, oh, he's going to bite me. You know what he's doing? He's sensing the air. He's picking dust particles out of the air. There's a little gland at the top of his head called the Jacobson gland. It tells him everything that's going on around him in the room. So he knows you're not food. He knows you're friend.
That's exactly what he's testing to see if you're food. He also uses that to find a mate. So he's looking for one of those too.
He was trying to see if you were a chicken McNugget.
That's right. Yeah, look underneath his jaw there. You can see these little holes are called pits. And he can lay there on a path, maybe in the rainforest, waiting for another animal to come by in the dark of the night. I'm going to have you step back just a little bit. There we go.
Everybody can see.
In the dark of the night, and if he senses the heat from his prey, then he can strike out in the pitch black and
turn this way.
Wow, is he heavy over there? Is he heavy?
No.
Not heavy? Oh, because you're so strong.
Just part of it.
That's why.
You know, in nature, there's not always an abundance of food, so he may find his food and then go 6 to 8 weeks without having to eat again.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Can he swallow up a little boy like this?
I don't think so. He doesn't have any interest in swallowing up a little boy like this. But what we might tell little boys and girls in the audience is that if they see a snake in the wild, we're not suggesting you pick it up. You do 3 things. You stop, you look at it, you turn around, you walk away, and you tell an adult that you saw it and let him go on his way.
Got that?
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
Very good.
Good. Guys, let's hear it for the courageous young boys.
Got him?
I got him.
What else have you got?
Well, now this one's for you.
You're pulling something out of your pocket?
Yeah, hold your hand out.
Uh-oh.
This is your snake.
Ooh. Oh, he's pretty.
This is a little albino. It's a very unusual corn snake. You can get a good look at that. If a snake was born this color in the wild, it probably wouldn't make it because it wouldn't have any camouflage.
Right.
But now, lots of farmers find these corn snakes and other snakes that are similar to this, and they like to have them around the corn cribs, and they like to have it nearby to keep the rodent population down.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't he gorgeous?
He's absolutely beautiful. Whoa, oh
okay.
My gosh.
Why don't we go ahead, you can just pass the snake off. Now this is a monitor lizard. That you would you'd find these in Africa, and we can have someone come up and pet this one if you like. And I want you to see what he feels like.
Ew.
And now look at the similarities and what he's doing with his tongue and what the snake was doing. There's a brave soul.
You aren't scared of anything, are you?
Yeah. Watch his tongue. Here it comes. He's going to come to see you. Here it comes. He wants to see what you smell like. There it goes. Now what they do in Africa is they lay along the river banks or they lay in the grass near the huts and they look for other young animals' eggs. They love to eat eggs. And that's nature's way of making sure that any one population doesn't become too abundant. Look at his very sharp claws for digging in the dirt to dig up the eggs.
What about these holes in the back of his jaw?
That's right, those are his ears. He has a very keen sense of hearing, keen sense of smell, good eyesight. And now he can't control his body temperature. So what he does is he comes out in the evening and he lays on the warm rocks to warm up. When it gets really cold, he goes underground in a hole and gets warm again.
What would you do if you saw one of those walking down the street?
Well, since I saw one now, I don't know if we'd really be scared. Why?
You'd probably go pet him, right? And make sure you got across the street safely.
Actually,
we don't want you to pet him.
Actually, this lizard was found walking around in the street in Philadelphia. Some people buy these as pets and thinking they're a cute little baby, and then, you know, they grow up and they're not sure what to do with them, or they escape. But we actually found him in the streets of Philadelphia, and the police called us. We went and brought him in.
Oh, that's going to do wonders for the tourist population.
Yeah.
When we come back, we've got a Siberian tiger for you.
Here you go.
And that kid back there loves them.
Yeah.
This cub purrs. Well, you might say purrs his way into our hearts. Then later we're going to go swimming with the penguins. So stick with us, folks. We'll be right back with our
And cavort in the shallows, I was reminded of the penguin's avian heritage, which has given this species the capacity for what can only be called underwater flight.